Yeah, if it's not one thing, it's another. Hi guys, this is Connie, and I know it's Tuesday, and I'm getting ready to jump back on to Connie Reads Max the Mighty, Chapter 20. The title is called Chivalry. We're alone again when Worm finally wakes up. I dreamed I was home in my own bed, she says. Then she stops herself, like there are parts of the dream she doesn't want to talk about. I explain about Joe leaving and how the last stop is supposed to be chivalry. When I say how everything will be okay once she finds her real father, Worm stares down at her hands and won't say anything, which really blows my mind because she's supposed to be happy and excited, right? Worm has never been a big talker, but the closer we get to where we're going, the less she says, like she's got this big secret, and not talking is the only way to keep it all to herself. Meanwhile, the train takes a long time rolling up toward the end of the line, moving along in fits and starts. Every time we stop, I lean out real careful and take a look around, and sometimes I spot these railroad guys waving their arms and shouting out orders. If they suspect anybody is sneaking a ride on their train, it's like they don't care, or they don't want to know. The mountains are right up close around here. You can see where they start, and how they jut up so fast and steep. It makes you dizzy looking all the way to the top. The mountains seem like they're made of yellow dirt and yellow rock, and a few scrawny-looking bushes here and there, like nothing can grow on a place that steep without falling off. One time, the train stops inside a tunnel, and it's so dark it might as well be midnight. Worm switches on her light, but she isn't reading. She's using it to look at me. I had this weird idea that we'll all disappear when the lights go out, she says. Not just you, but me too. I go, that's weird, all right. Like they say, maybe there's no such thing as a noise if there's no one to hear it. Who says that? I ask. Just they, she says. I don't know who. Well, they sound pretty stupid to me, I say, which ends the conversation right there. Worm switches off the light, and I figure she's hoping I really have disappeared. I'm thinking, what am I going to do with a girl who doesn't know what's real and what's just in her head? I'm thinking, here we are in the dark, stuck inside a mountain, in a place I've never been, and we're about 1,000,000 miles from home, and we don't have the dippy hippie to help us, or Hobo Joe, or anybody at all, and I haven't got a clue about what to do. That's when my brain says, I told you so, you moron, and my brain is right, because it's been telling me all along that running away was a big mistake. After a while, Worm's voice comes out of the dark. Are you still there? I go, yeah. Good, she says, and then she shuts up again. Suddenly, the train goes bump bump and starts moving again, and we slowly come out from under the mountain and back into daytime. At first, the light makes me squint so hard I can't really see anything, but pretty soon I can make out these shiny roofs and a bunch of chimneys and stuff. We're looking down on this town full of junky old wooden buildings, stuck right up against the bottom of the mountains. There's only one road, and it's just plain dirt, no paving. The roofs are shiny, because they're made of tin, but when you look closer you can see streaks of rust and dark spots that must be holes. There's a couple of old trucks, but the hoods are up, and they look broke down forever. I keep expecting to see people going in and out of the buildings, or maybe kicking the tires on those old trucks, but the only thing moving is a broken door slapping in the breeze. It looks like everybody just walked away from chivalry and never came back. I always wondered what a ghost town was. Now I know. And that's the end of chapter 20. I will probably jump back on here right now since we're on a roll and do the next chapter. Be careful with that and enjoy, please and thank you. Bye.